Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Well, it's early Sunday morning, it's raining outside, and I was thinking when it stops and dries out just a little bit that we'd go ahead and make a mostly 100% dogwood fire. And of course, if I use the fire roll, there's going to be some cotton involved, but everything else can be dogwood. I have dogwood ashes. We'll make the boards out of that wood. Of course, the scrapings and the shavings and the batonings and the fuel wood. That'll be a good challenge. I was thinking about cutting this off for our set of boards, but the center of this branch is way over to the side. So that'll leave me, when I split it on this crack, a thick side and a very thin side. So I don't want this. Not sure how that'll split. I think I'm gonna come up with two options. Let me cut this off, and I might use that, and I might use this piece right here. So, Silky Gone Boy, a great saw. Look at how dry that stuff is on the inside. A little bit of moisture that came in that crack right there. So I think this will work just fine for my set of boards. And then this branch over here has all those smalls up top. So I'll cut it. Sorry I didn't get it on video. I've already split it out. And it did not split true. I'm not going to try to whittle down that to a flat surface. So let me see if I can baton it some more and try to come up with straighter surfaces. Like if I can take all of this off and leave a flat surface, and then take some of this off.
That's a whole lot better.
Now I'll whittle on these. It looks kind of gappy, but it's not really. And then on this one, I got a whole little channel in there that's removed. But I actually think I can make them work. So there are our top and bottom boards. I won't be putting these wet branches on until after we get the interior batonings. We get them burning really well. These are nothing but saturated and slimy to boot. Same thing with this one. It is long enough to get some shavings and some scrapings and some feathers off of. That should be enough. Now we'll make a whole bunch of shavings, feathers, and scrapings. Well, I'm going in the garage. I'm not going to give up just because of 20-mile-an-hour winds. Well, now we're back on track. Good. Let's go ahead and start our fire away. Put this biggest stuff around the outside in a cone shape. Well, I'm glad we have a lot of finer and smaller batonings. I might not even use these. That's a lot of wood. These are so wet. I'm gonna stick them down in here, sort of off to the side a little bit. And these are dry. So that could be part of our tinder bundle. Dogwood scrapes really well. The harder the wood, usually the better it scrapes. I think we have plenty of shavings. Let's see what we can do with them now. We'll make a 2-piece tinder bundle. When you're using these handheld boards, you want to make a very small fire roll. Use about 3 inches and then split that in half. And then the rest of the cotton, you want to go ahead and put ashes on it. Because you're going to get the ignition here. And then you'll transfer, before this ember burns out, transfer it over into this bigger piece of cotton. And then that's what we'll put inside of our shavings tinder bundle. I've already tried it a couple times, and I think I'm going to need more cotton. So let's use 4 inches, and we'll try it again. I've been using 3 inches of cotton. about an 1/8 teaspoon of ashes. More is not better. A lot of times more ashes makes it more difficult to get the ignition. So let's see what we can do with it. I know it works. I've got the videos to prove it. And we're gonna make it work today. Watch this. I am not trying to display false confidence. I just know that it works. I mean, that's the confidence that I have. I've probably done this about 6 times and may actually have 3 videos using handheld boards. So, let's try it again. I see smoke. Good. Well, using a thicker fire roll solved the problem, got the ignition. And I'm gonna have to go back outside because our friend that lives here says that when I do this in the garage, she can smell it in the house, so let's just go outside with it. We should be able to go back out on the table. I was sure it was going to go to flames before I could get set back up out here. Now, if we did our processing right, that should catch and take off just fine. Here's the rest of the shavings off the floor. Here's another look at the boards. They work just fine, didn't they? I'm not gonna need them. We'll just stick them on there too.